Verse 11. Apalakan shibirajno vididrishto ya ijate yastavyam evite mana samadaya sasatvikaha. Sacrifices that are resolutely performed according to Vedic injunctions by those who have no desire for any personal gain are said to be in the mode of goodness. Verse 12. Abhisandaya tu palam dambartam api chaivayat iyate bharata shrestha tam jagnam vidi rajasam. However, O best of the Bharat dynasty, those sacrifices that are performed out of pride and with selfish intent should be considered to be in the mode of passion. Verse 13. Virihinam arishtanam mantrahinam adakshinam shradavirahitam jagnam tamasam parichakshate. That sacrifice which disregards Vedic rules, where no food is given in charity, which is without the chanting of proper mantras, and without charity to the Brahmins, such a sacrifice is faithless and in the mode of ignorance. Anuvriti by Srila Guru Maharaj. For every age, the Vedic literature recommends a particular sacrifice for those desiring self-realization. It should be noted that those sacrifices are never in the category of blood sacrifice. In other words, those seeking self-realization never perform animal or human sacrifice. Both animal and human sacrifice have been practiced in many parts of the world since ancient times, but at no time in history have there been animal or human sacrifices performed by those seeking self-realization in Bhakti Yoga. In today's world, some religious sects sacrifice animals before eating them. Similar rituals are performed in other sects wherein a symbolic representation of the blood and body of a saint are eaten. However, one should know that all such barbaric activities are completely absent in the practice of Bhakti Yoga. In the modern age, the Vedic literature gives recommendation for only one sacrifice, and that is Krishna Sankirtan, in which one chants the Maha Mantra preceded by the Panchatattva mantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The chanting of the Panchatattva mantra is to precede the Maha Mantra and frees the chanter from any previous offenses that may have been committed knowingly or unknowingly. When the performance of Krishna Sankirtan is done alongside the distribution of Krishna Mahaprasadam, it is considered perfect and complete. In the age of Kali Yuga, no other sacrifice is necessary. Verse 14. Devadvija Guru Prajna Purjanam Socham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsacha Shariram Tapa Uchate. Proper physical austerity consists of worshiping the Supreme, the Brahmins, the spiritual master, and the wise, as well as purity, sincerity, celibacy, and nonviolence. Verse 15. Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priya hitam chayata svajayabhyasanam chaiva vanmayam tapa uchate. Truthful speech that does not disturb others, which is pleasing and beneficial, as well as the recitation of the Vedas, this is known as verbal austerity. Verse 16. Mana prashada somyatvam maunamatma vinigraha bhava samshuddhir etat tapomana samuchate. Mental austerity is said to be peace of mind, gentleness, silence, self-control, and purity of heart. Verse 17. Shradaya paraya taptam tapastatri vidam narahi apalakang shibir yuktai satvikam parichakshate. When these three types of austerity are taken up with strong faith by one who is strict and who is without selfish motivation, they are said to be in the mode of goodness. Verse 18. Sakaramana pujartam tapodambena chaivayata kriyate tadiham proktam rajasam chalam adruvam. Austerities that are performed with pride in order to achieve prestige, name, and fame are said to be in the mode of passion. The results of such austerities are unstable and temporary. Verse 19. Muda grahenat mano yat pidaya kriyate tapaha parashot sadanartam va tatamasam udahritam. Austerities performed out of foolishness that inflict pain on oneself and others are said to be in the mode of ignorance. Anuriti Bashila Guru Maharaj. Austerity is called tapasya, or the undertaking of some measure of practice that diminishes material activities and promotes a conscious awareness of the absolute truth. These austerities are described in verses 14, 15, and 16. Physical austerities are described as maintaining purity, cleanliness, sincerity, celibacy, and nonviolence. Celibacy means not to engage in acts of illicit sex outside of marriage. Physical austerity also includes the worship of the Supreme Person and honoring the Guru and saintly persons. Austerities that are performed out of pride and for the purpose of prestige, name, and fame are to be rejected. This may also include fasting for political, social, or economic advantages. Austerities performed out of foolishness that causes pain and suffering should also be rejected. All such austerities are thus abandoned because they are performed in the modes of passion and ignorance, the results of which are temporary and do not promote self-realization. Speaking truthfully, but not in a way as to offend others, is known as verbal austerity. The saying is, the truth hurts, but this does not apply to Bhagavad Gita. The truth should be presented in such a way that it is attractive and pleasing to hear. From the Manusamhita, Satyam bruyat priyam, bruyana bruyat satyam apriyam, priyam cha nanritam bruyad esha dharma sanatana. One should only speak the truth, and one's speech should be pleasing. One should not speak any truth that offends, and one should not speak any lie, even if it is pleasing. Such is eternal dharma. That was from the Manusamhita. Sri Krishna is the friend and well-wisher of all living beings, and his message should be presented in that way. Bhagavad Gita does not condemn. It simply points to that which should be done and that which should not be done.